What's up, guys? It's Feeve Chief here, and welcome back to another FC25 video. Today, I'm going to be showing you the best investments that you can make on the FC25 web app to help you make a ton of coins. Now, the key to investing when the web app is out is picking up players, consumables, everything like that is going to have high demand when the game actually releases, but during the web app doesn't have much demand, so the prices are really low. So they're low during the web app and really skyrocket when the actual game comes out. So we got quite a few different investments for you today that all work really well. So let's go ahead and dive into this. And the first one we're going to be looking at here is SBC solution players. Now, the main ones we're going to be looking at here are hybrid leagues, hybrid nations, and league and nation hybrid. These are going to be the SBCs that everybody tries to get done right when the ultimate and standard edition drop. So what happens is the players required for these all shoot up in price. So if we pick these up during the web app stage, they're going to be much cheaper, and when the game drops, they go up a ton in price. And I have a nice example for you here. This Buller card, she was really useful for, I believe, League and Nation hybrid early in FC24. And if we come down here and look at her graph, on Thursday the 21st, she was just under 2,000 coins. And then when the game dropped on Friday the 22nd, she's 3,300. So she nearly doubled in price just in one day. And something to keep in mind here is the web app actually came out on the 20th as well. They just don't have data for it on Footbin. So this card was even cheaper on the 20th. And there's loads of different players that you can do this with. And I'll make sure to have an investment list in the Discord, free trading Discord. Link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. But I'll have loads of these along with our other investments for you guys to look at. So these players that are useful for SBC solutions do really well when the game drops because everybody tries to get those foundations SBCs done. Now, moving on to our next investment, it's going to be very simple, and it's just going to be kind of low-rated meta players that people are going to want in their starter teams. So one really simple one here is going to be Konate. He's a high-pace, good defending and physical French Premier League center back. So what that means is a lot of people are going to want him, right? And if we go take a look, during the web app stage, obviously nobody can play games because nobody has the actual game. So he's nice and low at 3,700 there. And again, on Wednesday, he was even cheaper. And on Friday, he goes all the way up to 5,600 coins, up 2,000 from literally the day before. So these low-rated meta cards do super, super well. And again, it's because nobody can play games. So who's actually sitting there buying these players? And then the game drops and the demand for these guys shoots up. I'd be interested to go look at somebody that I don't know if they went up, but we can basically take a guess at. So if I went, again, we're just going to want to look at gold rare cards from the Prem typically, because that's the most popular league people are using. Okay, we've got a great one here. Premier League, French again, very simple. Just going to have high demand. Diaby's a high-pace winger, Premier League, French. And if we go take a look at him at the beginning of the game, again, just skyrockets here. Massive jump in price. Again, if you have the coins for these more expensive cards, they're going to do very, very well. And especially those Premier League cards, those French cards, anything like that, we absolutely want to get in on those. So those low to mid-tier meta cards are always going to do well. Now, the last thing we're going to look at here in terms of players is going to be strikers that fit that first evolution. Now, if you haven't seen, EA have actually told us what the requirements are going to be for this evolution at the beginning of the game, and it's very similar to last year, so I expect the market to kind of work the same as well. They've told us there in the bottom right, you can see it is going to be an 82 rated or less striker. I believe in FC24, it was a max 83 rated striker, so very, very similar, and we're getting this evolution again. So last year, I kind of want to show you some of these cards that, again, have lower demand on the web app because people can't evolve players on the web app, obviously, because they don't have the game. They can't play games with them, so the demand is low for Darwin Nunez here, who was a good option for the evolution. He goes from 21K to 29K in literally 2 days. And another one here is going to be Danjuma. He was another really good option for the evolution. And if you take a look at him over the first month of the game, he was 9K and then in 2 days was up to 15K. So again, these guys that are useful for the evolution are go up a ton because again, people can't evolve cards on the web app, so there's no demand there. The key here is looking for items that are going to have low demand on the web app, high demand when the game drops, and taking advantage of those big spikes in price. And one thing to note here is that evolutions are going to be a lot less strict this year. So I'm also expecting with more players available to be evolved, prices aren't going to rise as much when evolutions drop. So they're going to be a little bit harder to trade with because there aren't going to be as many coins to be made, but they're still going to be the most popular players for evolutions that will go up more. So we've hit kind of a bunch of different player investments there. And again, we'll have lists for all those in the Discord when the time comes. And we're looking at the full database and we know exactly what cards to invest in. Now, there are a few other things to invest in that I would argue are better than any player investment you could make. And that is managers and chemistry styles. So it sounds crazy. Hear me out because this is where the real coins are. People will go invest in their players and whatnot, and you make good coins on that, as I showed you. The graphs speak for themselves. You make good coins on that. Where the real coins are the managers and the consumables. One great one that's worked year after year is French and Brazilian managers. And again, the reason is nobody is ever buying managers on the web app because there's no reason to have a manager on the web app. However, when the game drops and everybody's playing games, they actually want chemistry on their team. So they go and buy managers. And essentially every year, French and Brazilian managers are just about extinct. Especially French managers are the really, really popular ones. And you can typically pick both of these up for under 1,000 coins on the web app. And I would say they'll probably go to 4,000 coins within the first week. So quadrupling your coins in just a couple days would be fantastic. So managers are a great one. I'll make sure to drop that in the Discord as well so you guys don't forget. And then consumables and stadium items, to be honest, are another great place to be. Chemistry styles in particular. Again, nobody's adding chemistry styles to their players on the web app because they can't play games. So a lot of these good chemistry styles are very, very cheap, like the shadow chem style that is typically worth a lot of coins because everybody's throwing shadows on their defenders. You can pick up on the web app for cheap and sell for a lot more coins. So chem styles, managers, very similar. People aren't using them on the web app. They want them bad when we get on the game. Invest in those. And another interesting one I've been looking at as the years go on is popular kits and badges, because people at the beginning of the game don't typically buy their club's kits and badges right away. But, once you get 30, 40,000 coins, you're willing to splash a little and get, your Man United badge, your Real Madrid kit, whatever it may be. So the popular kits, badges, whatever it may be, are also really good ones. You could also get the biggest club in the world's kit here if you want. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable stuff. A bargain as well. 5K. Look at that. So those are all really good. Again, I would argue keep it low key. These kind of items, like the managers, the chem styles, are going to do better than the players, but everybody's going to go invest in the players. And again, you will make coins investing in players. The consumables and the staff are what gets the job done. It's how you can make the most coins. Let me know if you guys have any questions on these. Again, the buy date is going to be on the web app before Ultimate Edition releases. With those players, you're going to want to sell them very early on when Ultimate Edition releases, because people will get their FIFA points from pre-ordering the game and the prices on the low-rated meta cards just crash. So you want to make sure you sell before that happens. When it comes to managers, chem styles, everything like that, you can kind of hold those a bit because the demand is always going to be there. So let me know if you have questions in the comments down below. Join the free trading Discord, link is in the description. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.